Anyway, I was walking down this gravel road with him, and I was praying to the Lord while I was walking down the road with this guy. And he had like this little radio or something with him. Might have been like a recorder. I don't know what it was, but he was playing music on it. And I was following him with my eyes closed, praying, and as I was walking down this gravel road with him, I was closed my eyes and started praying to God, and I was following him by the music that was on his music box that he had clipped to the side of his jeans. And I was walking with him and praying with my eyes closed at the same time. Only thing that was keeping me on the road was listening. The only thing that was guiding me was me listening to his music box. And so we kept walking, and then all of a sudden he turned around on the road, and I could hear that he turned around because I could hear the music box turn around and go the other way. So I turned around, and that's when I quit praying, and I looked at him and I said, I knew that you turned around because I could hear your music box. And I said I was praying to God the whole time we were walking down here. And he kind of just looked at me and he smiled. I remember hugging him at one time too. I don't remember what for. Anyway, so we kept walking. It was like we were only supposed to walk so far down the road, because when we came back down the road, we were supposed to be riding our bicycles or something. But for some reason, we decided to walk down the road a ways, and we came back to our bicycles. Well, then all of a sudden, we were at my house that I was originally, that I was raised in. I dream about my house that I was raised in a lot, it seems like. Anyway, he was with me. And I remember, man, a lot happened in this dream. I remember going in the house and my mom was there, and him and I ended up getting like this net with lights on it. And I went outside with this net with lights on it, and he went out there with me, and we put this net, we put this net up. It was like a volleyball kind of net, but it was shorter than a volleyball net. Kind of like a tennis court net, you know, but it had lights on it. And it had a button on there that you could turn the lights on and off. And we could set it up. We put it, the stakes in the ground. We set it up. I pushed the button and the lights went on. There was some other thing, like a yellow caution flag. I can't remember if it said caution or what it said, but it was this yellow flag. I guess it said caution, I don't know. Anyway, I started flying in the air. I put my hands up in the air. Oh, I remember this too. after we set up the flag, it was either before or after we set up this light net. Oh, I remember why we went outside. It was raining, and we went outside and we wanted to experience the rain. And it was just him and I. Only him and I decided to go outside. He was with me this whole time. I don't know who that was. Might have been Jesus or a really good friend. He seemed like he really cared about me. And he really just wanted to be with me. Anyway, went outside and we were in the rain. And all of a sudden the rain, it just started raining really hard, and we kind of went underneath the awning of the house for just a couple seconds. And then all of a sudden it kind of subsided a little bit. It kind of just started to just rain just a little bit. And then we went down to the driveway of the house, and I was like, oh, look, it's a rainbow. And he couldn't see it. And it was like, it wasn't like a regular rainbow that bowed all the way across the sky. It was just like a rainbow that shone on just one cloud. It was like a rainbow cloud. It was a rainbow, but it was a cloud. It was a cloud that had the colors of the rainbow on it. And it was like a smaller cloud in the middle of bigger storm clouds that were kind of going across the sky. And you kind of couldn't see this rainbow cloud because all of the storm clouds were kind of covering it here and there. And I was like, look, it's a rainbow. And he was like, I can't see it. And I was like, well, wait. I was like, and he was up higher on the stairs, because there were stairs that came down to the driveway. And I was like, come down the stairs. Like, come look at this. You gotta come down lower to see it. So he came down. I was like, look at it. Look at the rainbow. And finally the storm clouds kind of came away from the came away from the cloud. And I was like, look. And he saw it. He didn't say nothing. He didn't say a whole lot throughout the whole dream. If he did say anything, I don't remember him say anything. If he did say anything, it was only a couple of things. And anyway, so then is when we set up the volleyball or the tennis net. It was like a short little net. It wasn't really huge or anything. Put these lights on. It had lights on it. I pushed the button with the lights on. He put a yellow flag in the ground. I don't know if it was a caution yellow flag, or I don't remember what it said on it, but it looked like caution tape, like a yellow caution tape flag. I don't know. I want to say it said caution, but I'm not sure. And then I started raising up off the ground. I started lifting my hands up in the air. And I said, praise be to the Lord, Father. Something like that. And I kept flying, raising up off the ground, higher and higher up off the ground. And I was like, praise be to the Lord, Father. And I just kept praising God. And then I just started flying all over the place. I just started swooping down on the guy that was my friend that was with me. He started laughing. We were laughing and giggling. And just laughing and giggling. And then it was like I was done. And I basically just wanted to tell. I remember looking at when I kind of flew up in the clouds a little bit. I remember kind of looking down at the suburban area of the houses that was around, because that's where I grew up when I was a kid. I remember looking down at the other houses like I just wanted everybody to know that God was coming. I was praising God at the same time, and then I just kind of flew around and laughed around with this guy. And then him and I rolled up the net, turned off the lights on the net, grabbed the flag, the yellow flag, and then we went to the side of the driveway. This bus rolled up the side of the driveway, and I don't know, it didn't look like a school bus. It looked like just a ruggedy old, bus. It wasn't a school bus. It was like an old, rusty gray color looking bus. And I don't remember even the doors open on the side of the bus like a school bus, but it wasn't a school bus. And I don't even remember looking at who was in there, or who the driver was, or nothing. I was too busy washing these flags that we had in the curb of the driveway. At the end of the driveway, we had these curbs at the end of our driveways that would funnel the water from rainwater to the drains. And I was using the rainwater to clean these flags, because there was dirt on them. Because it was rainy and muddy when we stuck them in the ground before I started flying around. So I was washing the dirt off these flags. And it seemed like the friend I was with was very symbolic. I don't know who he was. And I don't know why I want to say it was just in faith. I don't know, maybe. I don't know, but he had red hair. Anyway. He must have got on that bus or something, because I don't remember him being there. I remember him picking up that yellow flag. He helped me carry that supplies. I had the net, he had the flag. I cannot remember for the life of me what was written on that flag. I want to say caution, but I don't think it was. But it was something like caution. It meant something like that. Anyway, I don't remember if he came with me or he got on the bus after that. I do remember him helping me carry that flag. Carrying this stuff. Anyway, we rolled up that net, cleaned that flag off. He carried the flag, I carried the net. And I don't remember if he came with me. I think he was with me. I think he was, but I remember him being there when I looked at the note on the door. I remember him being there, so I think he was there with me. So we walked back up the stairs up to the house door. Walk up back the driveway, walk up the stairs to the door. It was a glass door. It's a regular front glass door. And there was a note on the door. And it was complaining about me yelling about the end times and preaching about God, and you're disrupting the neighbors, and you're causing a bunch of disruption. And there was a girl laying on the couch next to the window. And I looked at her and I said, Bonnie? Her name was Bonnie. I have no idea who she was. I just remember calling her Bonnie. I said, Bonnie, why'd you leave a note on the door? I said, you're laying right here. Can't you just tell me to my face? And she just said, well, that wasn't the question I asked in that letter. I'm like, what are you talking about, Bonnie? So why'd you leave this on the door? Why didn't you just tell me to my face? And again, she said, well, that's not what I said in that letter, and da-da-da-da-da. And she got real sassy with me. And I was like, Bonnie, why don't you just tell me to my face? And then I remember my mother, she came out of the house. She told Bonnie to leave. She said, Bonnie, you need to leave, and you need to leave now. I'm done with your attitude. You need to leave. Well, so then I don't remember what happened to the guy. I remember the guy being there when I was reading the letter that Bonnie left me on the door. But after that, I don't know where he was. But I remember coming in the house with my mom, and there was a bunch of people in this house. I mean, a lot. I remember one specific person in there, and it was a pastor. It was the one that his name is Ray. And he was the one that put his hand on me and spoke in tongues. In real life, he did this. He put his hand on me and spoke in tongues, and after that I was delivered from my addictions. Anyway, very powerful man. Very, very powerful man of God. Anyway, his name was Ray, and he was there, and amongst all these people, I have no idea who they were except for him, and they were all sitting on the floor in my house from when I was a child. They were all sitting on the floor. And it must have been Christmas time, because there was a little Christmas tree. There was a bunch of presents under this Christmas tree. Everybody was sitting everywhere. And Bonnie followed me in the house. She wasn't leaving without a fight. And I started flying again, because there were so many people all over the floor just sitting everywhere. I couldn't move anywhere in the floor without flying over them. So I kind of flied over them a little bit. Well, then Bonnie wouldn't leave, and Bonnie started yapping her mouth. And I said, Bonnie, I said, get out of here. I said, I don't care how you get out of here, but you get out of here. I don't care if you have to get on the Center of Disease Control bus. You need to get out of here. And I told her, you need to get the F out of here. And I remember Ray looked at me like, don't you cuss. Don't you cuss now. Ray looked at me. He was upset that I cussed. And I kind of looked down, kind of like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have cussed. So maybe that bus outside was the Center of Disease Control. I don't know. But I told her, I said, I don't care how you get out of here. I don't care how you get out of here, even if you gotta leave at the center of disease control van or bus or something or car or whatever. I said, but you just get the F out of here. And then somebody handed me a cigarette, and I started smoking the cigarette, which I don't smoke cigarettes no more. I don't know why I did that. Then I remember trying to open the front door and trying to get out again, making sure she left. 'Cause she went out the front door when I told her to leave. I remember trying to go out the front door again, making sure she left. And the Christmas presents were in the way of the door. I had to move the Christmas presents out of the way of the door to open the door, move the Christmas presents back under the tree. People were kind of upset that I was moving the Christmas presents, but I had to move them to get to the door. I mean, it was very crowded in there. I opened the door. I must have woke up after that because I don't remember anything after that. That's my dream.